Leo, what's going on, guys? First song that popped up in my head was I just dropped all these cards. Was SWV. I'm so into you. Now I had to look up the words because I was like, wasn't that a song about a third party situation? And it was. Pulled some other cards. It's very possible the way that you're gonna know who that this reading is yours is this person left a third party. Um, Either recently or at some time to be with you. Okay. They walked away from a third party that was not working for them um, to possibly be with you. Now, if that's not the case, then the song is as it goes, and this person is walking away. But let's go ahead and just take a look at this. It's a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Okay. So if you don't know SWV, I'm so into you, just look it up. I mean, basically, it's a third party situation. All right, we got King of Swords here in the reverse, followed by the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. There may be some distance between you and this individual, and I think that there is. It's like you're having to wait for them, and there's some healing here. Okay, I'll show you what's going on. So right now, I do feel like this person might be a little confused, or the confusion that they were once feeling is coming to an end. Now, like I said, there is some distance between the two of you at this time. This person, although you may not know about this, right now what they are doing is healing from that third party situation. So I do feel like my intuition was spot on when I felt like there's a third party type of situation. But I feel like this person left. Yeah, some of them, they may have been married to this person at one point. You got the Justice in the reverse to the Four of Wands, so they may be going through a divorce. And that's why it's kind of like, I do feel that this person is also waiting. There's like a waiting game that's here in the energy that I'm feeling, Leo. There's a waiting game right now. And the waiting game is them being able to completely cut ties with this other individual, as well as what do I do next? What's the next steps when it comes to Leo? Okay. Now, let's go further into their feelings for you. Well, like I said, their feelings for you are pretty damn strong because what I have here is the Two of Wands to the Ten of Wands in the reverse. They made the choice to eliminate the burden that they were carrying. For some of you, yes, this is absolutely going to be another relationship, whether it is, they were just in a relationship or dealing with somebody else, or they were actually married. It's going to vary from person to person. But it's like you were the catalyst to let them see, or for them to be able to see that the life that they were living was no longer sustainable, and it wasn't authentic. It wasn't something that they felt good about. It might have been one of those situations where they were with this person for appearances, keeping up with the Joneses because it looked good on paper, because it looks good to society. And I feel like what we have here, Leo, is someone that is getting out of that situation. But I also feel like with your connection, you're not necessarily able to start. It's like you have been kind of caught in this crossfire of transition with this other individual. Now, you have the Queen of Pentacles here in the reverse. You also have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like this person, whoever that you're dealing with right now, okay. So the shackles, I just got like I zoomed in on these damn shackles on the devil in the reverse. So this person is getting out of this. I just heard, get the shackles off my feet so I can dance. So this person is, like I said, they're getting out of their situation. There's a lot of buildup that they're having to do. This person may have been dealing with somebody that was very codependent upon them, somebody that they may have been like helping fight, not helping, well, helping financially, but also like maybe this person didn't work, and your person, let me Okay. Maybe the person that they were with didn't work. And so your person, Leo, was the one that was, handling everything. However, um, now it just looks like where their focus on is trying to rebuild themselves, especially with that Five of Pentacles in the reverse. For some of you, I do feel like this might have truly been a marriage, like a live-in situation, and they have finally freed themselves. They could have been dealing with a Capricorn. That Capricorn could have been the third party. You may have Capricorn in your chart, or you're dealing with a Capricorn. But at the bottom of the deck here, we got the Queen and King of Wands. This person could have fire in their chart. So you got Aries, Leo, Sag, and you guys vibe. You guys get each other. You understand each other. You're very similar in a lot of senses when it comes to the way that you want to live your life, going after what you want. So there's a lot of similarities between the two of you. Very passionate chemistry, and connection. Like I said, you guys just kind of get each other. However, I do feel like during this time right now that you guys are going through, your person is sitting in the Queen of Wands energy. So where they have gotten out of this third party situation, but now they kind of want to do their own thing, to where they're not really carrying other people's responsibilities. So there's a feeling of like kind of being the wounded warrior, needing to get through things and get over past heartbreaks. And it's like you're separately growing, because this was actually the card that was in between the Queen and the King when I pulled it up. So it's like you're separately growing. You feel like this person is not really in the position to build with you right now. So kind of what I said in the very beginning, where it's like a waiting game. But the one thing that this person cannot, they can't deny is their passions for you, their feelings for you. The fact that the chemistry is so intense and that they feel just drawn to you, like they cannot stay away. Even if they do distance themselves, they're never gone for long. Give me more. You have the Hermit here. And you also have the Moon. Yeah, I just feel like this person, you're going to, as this person breaks free from their boundaries, living in a life that they truly feel fulfilled, um they're gonna go through almost like a dark night of the soul, where there's a lot of confusion that's here. And I really do hate to say this, even though you're the catalyst to help them see that they, where they should not have been. This also opens them up to confusion, as well as wondering if they should keep their options open completely. Okay? If I'm being 100% honest with you. But I do feel like this person is going through a transformation, inward. Like they're working on their inner being, their deep fears. They're interesting enough, that lantern is shining a light on the things that they did not, I personally feel like they didn't want to see. I feel like it was something that they rather have kept in the dark, that shadow, and never ever touched it. But they're just going through a different process. And this is part of their healing process, because I do feel like whoever this person was, they gave and gave and gave. This is somebody who was a giver, or who is a giver normally in normal circumstances, but they also feel completely depleted. And so as much as they enjoy time with you, um, they enjoy the connection. This isn't something that they're trying to run away from. I also feel like this is something that they're not necessarily ready for, because of having to get out of something and then heal from that. And then there's also something about their stability. And they're also seeing something about their consistency. Like there's many different things that they're struggling with when it comes to discipline. Not necessarily discipline like I can stay committed in a relationship, but it's more so of like discipline in I show up for this person every single day. I am consistent for this person every single day. Um and just having that consistency in general. So I feel like there's a lot of epiphanies that are happening for this. I also feel like this person is recognizing that they want to be that King of Pentacles for you. But right now, their life is kind of all over the place. They're battling ego, they're battling learning who they are, not being in a um terrible connection. Like they're learning about things that you've taught them, because I do feel like you not only have taught them certain things about relationships, but I feel like just life in general. And so everything for them is changing. Hmm. What to expect in the future, in the near future. At this current time, they have a lot of love for you. For some of you, they are in love with you. You have that Queen of Cups that is in their emotions. However, they're going to completely control those because they know that you guys are not on the same page. They're just not ready to commit. And they also don't want to disappoint you. So they would do a lot of self-containment when it comes to their emotions, to their actions, so that way you don't misconstrue anything. They want to make sure that they don't fuck this up. They're handling it, at least in their eyes, with care. As long as I control it, I don't let it go too far. Even if I feel this way about Leo, I have to make sure that I'm taking care of myself, because I don't want to show up as the King of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't want to show up as the false king. I want to show up as being consistent. Okay. They're aware that they have to let go of some things that they've been holding on to in order for them to show up the way that they want to, for them to get serious. Because I do feel like this is a person that sees you. I mean, I would be lying if I say that they don't see you in their future. I feel like they do. Six of Swords in the reverse. They're not going anywhere. I just feel like they don't have the capacity to give the way that they may want to, and the way that you may want them to. They're evolving. And sometimes evolution requires you to be alone. Not always, but sometimes it does. Page of Wands. I'm telling you, the passions will come back. The desires, once they have released the things that they need to release, that Four of Pentacles came back out again. Page of Wands to the Six of Swords, it came back out again, just to kind of say I said what I said. They will take that initiative to come towards you, and you know they're not trying to move away from you. Yeah. As much as they want it, because you got the Ace of Cups, I'm sorry, the Four of Cups here in the reverse, as much as they want it and they're not necessarily rejecting it, they also know that right now they lack the ability to give you a long-term commitment, because they themselves are inconsistent, because they are still releasing their pains and the things that they went through. Yeah, look. Nine of Swords. They still struggle. Magician in the reverse. They still struggle. They're having a hard time with getting over it. And you know, healing is ebbs and flows. I don't feel like this person's going anywhere. Yep. They're just trying to close out their karma. That old cycle, that old chapter. And they don't want to bring you drama. They want to close it out. They don't want to bring you problems. They don't want to disappoint. So they're closing it out, and they're keeping those emotions to themselves right now until it's safe to be able to release it. All right, guys, that's what I got for you today. Thank you guys so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit that like and hype button. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Until next time, you guys, take care.